Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel and today's video. So the Swedish word of the day is anxiety, which is a Swedish ångest. Ångest. I have so much anxiety that I need to do something, so I am actually gonna do a real smoky eye. I feel like doing a really dark look, and I thought that I would use my Dose of Color palette because first and foremost, I myself have not reached into this a lot since I got the Natasha Denona gold palette, but then also I feel like I want to do something with this on the lid, so I thought that I would just jump right on in. So I am going to start off with this shade that is called Basic. This shade looks to be like a setting shade, but it's actually not. It turns up darker, so it's like that perfect transition shade. I don't know how well you can see it, but it is a bit deeper than my skin tone. Then I'm gonna take this chocolatey brown, which is called Churro. And then I'm just gonna take this right underneath here. I don't know about you, but when I have anxiety, I just kind of need to do something to get out of my head. So for instance, to sit down and play with makeup is a perfect thing because then I start focusing on something else and I get my mind off of whatever it is that gives me anxiety. Or you guys know, if you suffer from anxiety, sometimes you don't really know why you get it. Sometimes you have you know why, but sometimes you don't, and it's kind of a good thing to just do something. You know, go outside if you have a pet, or just take a walk outside, go to the gym, write. Like if you have something you enjoy, like play a video game or watch a YouTube video or something, just do that. Something that will kind of just get your mind off it and you kind of just forget about it. So now I'm gonna take this darkest brown, which is called Cheens, and we're just gonna pack this on. So we're starting off right here, and then just kind of packing it on. The reason why, or not the reason why, I'm sorry that I just kind of talk about anxiety. I don't know if my other video has gone up, but I did a Get Ready With Me where I talked a little bit about anxiety, and I kind of mainly more focused on what I do to get out of my anxiety. So I didn't talk about in general my anxiety. I just kind of gave some tips and tricks about what has helped me and some just really easy methods to help me get over my anxiety, or to help me deal with it, not to get over with it or get over it. So I know that there has been a lot of that sort of talk, but I feel you know, it's hard for me because if I have a struggle or if I have something that's on my mind, I have a hard time not talking about it. And as I said, again, I don't know if that video is up. If it is, I'll link it up here. But in that video, I talked about the fact that every time I talk about anxiety, I get so many DMs from people saying thank you and that they don't feel as alone. And I think that everyone can relate. I think that everyone has had some sort of issue in their life. Wow, this was super quick. I remember this brown being a little bit harder to work with actually. So I'm gonna take a little bit of my NYX glitter glue. This is almost gone. And I keep putting off buying a new one because I think it's so dull. It's the same way with my Milani eyeshadow primer. It's like it's not a lot of money, but it's just boring. Anyway, I've squirted a bit. I hate the word squirted or squirt, but I did put a little piece on my or a little dot the back of my hand, and then I'm just gonna apply it, and then I just tap over this. So I'm gonna start off with the shade Game Over, which is the deepest one. So this is really dark, and now I'm gonna take the shade A Moment, which is the blue one, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hit pan on this today, which makes me so sad. I've thought the past 2 times I've used this, I thought that I would hit pan on the shade A Moment, but I haven't done that, so I'm like, yes! Taking a bit more of the shade Game Over. Yeah, I really like this. I'm gonna take a bit of the shade A Moment. Just tap over right here. Yeah, oh, really like this. I need to change my battery. I'll do the same thing on this side and then I'll be right back. I know you can't see this, but Sigge has taken over. Hey Sigge. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about godis, candy, dassa. So the male woman just came and she looked at me like I was crazy and I was like, what's wrong? But yeah, okay, I see it now. Unfortunately it was a package for Niklas and not for me, so yay to him. I do just want to add in a little bit more of the shade Cheens, which is this one. And look at this, I did not hit pan in the blue one. As I said, every time I want to use it or every time I go to use it, I'm like, okay, today is the day, and it's not. And I'm like, hallelujah, there is a God. By the way, this like just hitting pan. I'm taking the shade Basic once again, but just so you know, this like hitting pan, it's not that serious to me. As I've said so many times, I don't mind hitting pan. I actually like hitting pan in products because I do like to use my makeup. A couple of years ago, I was this kind of person that, oh, if I purchase something, I wanted it to last forever. So if I purchased a foundation, for instance, I didn't use up the last product just because of the fact that then I could keep it in my collection, which I've said so many times that it's like so strange or so stupid, in my personal opinion. For me anyway, it's stupid. But when it comes to this shadow, I've been so obsessed with the shadow and I just love it so much. But I realized that I can purchase that one in like a block party eyeshadow if I just truly really love it and sometime run out. That's something I've never done. I've never finished up an entire eyeshadow. At least not the past couple of years, you know, when I've been into makeup. Maybe I did sometime when I was young, but I didn't use makeup like that. So I don't think I did. I used like blush, foundation. Do you know that I only purchased foundations if they were on sale. And you know, in Sweden we don't have testers, or not always. Some products we do have testers on, most products we do have testers on, but usually when they were on sale, it was because they were kind of gonna go bad or they were being discontinued, so they didn't keep testers for it then. And I just remember I always purchased those ones and they were always too dark for me. Like they were at least like 3 or 4 shades too dark and I was like, no, I can make this work. I think that is why I'm not too stressed when a foundation doesn't match me today, because I'm like, it's pretty decent anyway. Anyway, I'm going to do my lashes and then I'll be right back so we can do the face as well. So my lashes are drying. These are just the Ardell Demi Wispies. Again, I'm trying to tone my lashes down. I'm gonna use the Milani Prep and Sooth Camellia, whatever it's called. But you know what's really nice about toning down your lashes? It is that during my everyday now, I just use my normal lashes. I put my normal lashes on and then I head out the door. No, I just put mascara on them. But it's not like a big transition then, because now I feel like, I don't know, like now I feel like, okay, my lashes look toned down, but it's not as big of a transition when I don't use my like big dramatic lashes. I'm gonna use my Ardell foundation. This is the Camouflage High Def Foundation. You can see I've used quite a lot of this little bad boy. Love it. I have the shade Light. Beautiful. I freaking love this foundation. I think this could be a new kind of favorite of mine. That's like medium coverage. I do still really love my Physicians Formula foundation, but that is a little bit more lightweight. It has a lighter coverage. You see how dewy this is with this primer as well? It's really nice. I'm also gonna do a little bit of cream contouring because I love it. I am going to take my e.l.f. cream contour palette. Looks like this. Mine looks really disgusting. I actually think I'm gonna clean this off a little bit. Looks like this now that I've cleaned it off, but I just took a baby wipe and kind of just removed all of the top layers, so to speak, just because there were like a lot of hair and dust in it and so on, which we don't want on our face. I'm just gonna take this Real Techniques brush, the brush. I'm just gonna take this Real Techniques brush. This is their expert face brush. And what I like to do is just dip into both of these shades that I've hit pan on, and then kind of squeeze it a bit. Tap it in. And then right here as well, because we don't want like too much. So just right so. And then I'm just gonna start working this in to my skin with the same brush. And then I'm just gonna take my sponge again and just kind of go over it with the foundation side. That is just so we get a little bit of a neater blend. For concealer, I'm gonna take my Too Faced concealer that looks like a freaking foundation. I have the shade Swan. And since this shade is super light, I am going to take my Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C3, and then I kind of just lay it like so. So it's not gonna be like super too light. I can't talk. And then I'm just gonna blend this out using my sponge. So for today, I'm gonna take my Too Faced powder. I've been using the Fenty one so much, so let's go in with the Too Faced one. Just going in. So now I'm just blending out my forehead again, because it actually like lays in my lines. And then I'm just gonna powder here. So let's do our under eyes now. We're going to start off with the shade Cheens. Cheens, who knows? This is a Sigma E30 brush. And then I'm gonna take this shade, which was called Churro. We're just gonna darken the, or blend this out, I mean. Then I'm gonna take the shade Just a Kiss, which is this shade that I have hit pan on. Love this. This even has like a hint of red in it. It's so cool, but I'm gonna take this in my inner corner. And then I feel like we need to use one of these Pro pigments that I have, Pigment Pomade from Revolution Pro. We gotta use this in our waterline. I have to say that going in with a shadow like this in the waterline just amps up the look 1000%. 1000%. It really does. I really like it. I think it looks so much more colorful, and you add a little something to the look. So I haven't set my entire face. I just went in with powder under my eyes and then right here. So now I'm gonna go in with bronzer, and I do want to go in with my Fenty bronzer. But my one problem is that I don't know if I love this as much as other people do. I have a hard time deciding. You can kind of see that the FB is starting to wear off. It's not that I don't dislike it. I just don't like it as much as some of my other bronzers, and I felt like I would be blown away by this bronzer, and I haven't really been. I have the shade, by the way, In the Sun. But I've heard so many people talk so good about them, and I've been using this a lot actually, like off camera of course, and I just, I don't know, like I like it. Sometimes I wonder if I'm like just insane, because now when going in with it, it looks really stunning. But I actually went in with my other brush, the Real Techniques blush brush. So maybe that's it. So now it's time for blush, and I'm gonna use this one. This is the first time I've used this on camera, and I'm so excited. So this is the Natasha Denona Bloom palette. I could not help myself, so I have already used this, but I've used it never on camera, just off camera, and yeah, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to start off by taking a duo fiber brush. This is from a brand called Jack's Beauty Line. I got these so many years ago in PR. I'm gonna take this cream blush. So you can see that I've already used this. This is not clean, but I am gonna use it today. And what I do is that I just do like this, poop, poop, poop. And then I'm just gonna start applying it. This is just like a beautiful, beautiful blush. I absolutely love this blush. It is a little bit clown-like and too much right now, but I am going to take my sponge and just dabble over this. And just that has really calmed it down. I am going to go in with a highlight as well, so we will tone it down a bit more. And then now I'm going to take the Glow Cream base, which is this one. I'm just taking this on a Kicks brush. This is their cheek brush. And what I'm doing is that I just do like this. And then I'm going to apply it where I would apply my highlight. And I did a video with makeup that I think is only okay, or that's just fine. It's nothing special. They're not bad products, but they're not the best products. I did talk about, let me see, I have it here, the Natasha Denona Super Glow. And when I talked about this, I got some comments, and I got one comment in particular from Amy Loves Makeup that was like, what? She said something like, I use it with this sort of brush, and I tried it. Someone else said that they used some sort of wing gauze brush that I did go ahead and Google, and this is obviously not a wing gauze brush because I don't, unpopular opinion, I know, I don't like wing gauze. Anyway, I did try it then, and then I was like, oh my god, Amy, you have saved my life. You have saved my life. This is just an e.l.f. brush, e.l.f. blush brush, this is called. That is the brush I'm gonna use for this highlight as well. So I'm just going in, oh, sorry, like this, and then I'm applying it right here. It does really look gorgeous. However, I do want to take a little bit of my Super Glow as well, just to kind of show you the difference. Like, look at that. Whoa, hello, hello. And then lastly, again, I like to take my blush brush again, not go in with any other product, but just stipple on top of this, just to make it blend a bit better and just get back that blush look. Now, you won't like this if you don't like a blush like a blushy look. You guys know I love that. So I'm gonna use 2 liquid lipsticks. This is the ColourPop November one, and this is the Too Faced Me So Pretty. I need to use it, I love it. So I'm gonna do an ombre look, ombre lip that I always do. Okay, so this is the finished look. I just went off camera to do my hair, and then I took some setting spray. I used the Revolution Skincare Hyaluronic Acid thing. I don't remember, but it's in the back and it will be listed down below as well. I have to say that I'm real happy that I did this look. As I said, I wanted something a little bit darker, something a little bit grungier, and I love this palette, but I think that I have so many palettes that I love but don't really have like true makeup tutorials with. Well, I have one with the Natasha Denona Gold palette, I have one with this, I have no one with the Jaclyn Hill or Morphe Bling Boss palette. I have so many palettes that I love, but I just don't do makeup tutorials using them because they are a little bit more dull, and I feel like not everyone wants to see like tutorials using a little bit more dull palettes on my channel anyway, so I don't know, that's why I don't really do it. But it's a shame because it's actually like a lot of the times the palettes that I use the most are the ones that I have least tutorials with. Super strange. And then also I finally got to show you guys this palette on camera and the Fenty bronzer. This is gorgeous, but I promise you guys I will never be close to using this shade up because I need so little. It's super duper pigmented. I have even taken this in the middle of my lip, like the Natasha Denona Pro Tip, and just like a little gloss on top of it, and it looks so gorgeous. It's just that I cannot bring this palette with me, but it looks gorgeous just when I do it. Oh, it's so stunning. But yeah, as I said, I had anxiety sitting down, but now I feel so much better. As I said, if you have anxiety, do something because it will really help you out. But yeah, that was all from me today. Let me know if you liked this little video by giving me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, please feel free to thumbs the video down. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!